Alright everyone, I am back. This game has just told me about, well, to be perfectly honest, insurrection. I do not know what happened here because I had quite a bit more money, and now all of a sudden I'm down 2,000. Like, I'm going to be massively in debt. I obviously cannot increase it. So I genuinely do not know what happened here. Oh.
Attack!
Can't fight anywhere.
Attention!
Ambush. See, anywhere I can sell not sell a territory, but stop and upgrade. Oh, there we go. No, I'm not going to go bankrupt. That's not my territory anymore. I don't have to worry about it. I'm going to have to get that up. But basically, battles are going to sustain me until I fix this corruption issue. That is a very healthy way to sustain a government, just so you're aware.
You have provoked our fury.
Why? Why would you declare this war? Okay. Great. How did we get ambushed? We didn't move. Oh, because it's Shengyan. It's probably... This guy could probably ambush. Oh, that's fine. We're going to fight the battle. They actually have... No, that's Black Mountain Militia. Do they actually have anything good? They got two good units. You really think you can win? Okay, well, they're going to get me money, because I do not think there's a chance that I lose that fight. That is some cheap bandit units. These guys actually are better. Those guys are better. So 5 good units, I would say. My entire unit's pretty elite. But I am being ambushed, but bandits have low morale. So we'll see how it goes. I shall be back. Alright, let's start this ambush off properly. Right near the ending, but cavalry in the front, infantry in the back. Actually not too bad of a style. As you can see, the cavalry is just sweeping on in. And actually just smashing through, doing a ton of damage here. Pretty much that Black Mountain Militia is pretty much down. And now with those morale debuffs... Yep, one down. One of them is now engaged in single combat, so pushed one of them away. But the cavalry won there. Striking the flank there. And with this front now closed, we can sweep this front, free up the infantry, and get the infantry back into the fight. Over here, a bit of a duel. With that, the infantry has won their flank. The cavalry is just tried to the center, and honestly, the cavalry is running a bit of havoc into the back lines as well. And all that's left is basically this nice little... Yeah, these javelineers and these outlaws are kind of a little scary. Another engagement.
Have you no sense at all? You lack honor.
Let's go back over here. As the cavalry flows through. That's interesting. There's 4 attacks to 1. Yeah, and you can see the health definitely went down for my general here.
Unleash fury.
What's dangerous about them is that evasion chance that they've got. But they can't beat that. With that, there's a victory there. Honestly, the infantry is down to just 4 units of actual infantry. So, I mean, like, there's no way I was losing that.
March quickly. Faster. March at the double. Move out.
Let's see.
Move. Move.
This one, I think, is... yeah.
Closer to victory.
Oh, still going. Very powerful strategist.
For the cause.
He's actually dodged quite a bit of the strikes.
The phoenix rises.
But didn't dodge that one.
We have come in
With that, just as he dies, that breaks all the infantry. As such, no. We're going to speed up because we just run them down. We just slaughtered the enemy. It wasn't even fair, to be honest. Wasn't even a close fight at all. We can win battles easily. The issue is that corruption, man. I don't know if I'm going to be able to beat that. I have a plan in place for it, and I'll see if it works, but honestly, I don't see a way of winning it. But let's take a look at the fight here. General 204, 152, 244, 101, 207, 208, 588, 280, 335, 195, 120 there. Yeah. Really nothing good from those guys over there. With that, we're going to get back to the battles and show them what for. I told you they had no goddamn chance. Lost 500 men. They lost 3,000. Fuck. Fuck. I need the replenishment.
to action. Renewal warms my spirit.
Anything else, party? Yes, ambush succeeded. A Valiant! God damn it, I literally just got back. Though that is an elite army. I will give them that. Alright, we gotta fight another fight immediately. God, there's so many of those boys in there. That's gonna be painful. We gotta do it. Alright, time for... We got a nice ambush here. To be honest, this is a scary battle. There are a lot... those outguardians of the land, and I am terrified of how this is going to go. Cavalry in here. Cavalry smashing right in to those yellow turbans. Archers striking the center as that goes on in. Artillery and ranged firing. They're unbreakable temporarily. Hopefully, as soon as that unbreakable ends, they'll want to run. Cavalry's going to flow away.
To battle.
First battle.
You will fall again
Interesting. Initially lost the it, but it is he ye. I'll be back there in a second. Archer line getting a bit targeted as she strikes there. Artillery is firing at that, going through. Cavalry just flowing in and out again and again, trying to get where they can do damage.
Been waiting for you. That was your best.
As you can see, artillery is just targeting into this just to break through them. And artillery is striking at those archers. Let's get back over here. Boom, he is down.
All falls. I honestly expected more. Kill them.
Yeah, those shots are definitely tearing through the enemies here, and that's exactly what's needed. As long as the ballistas can fire, we're probably going to win this. Striking into those yellow turban horsemen pretty hard. Starting to take some damage. Not too much, to be perfectly honest, which is interesting.
It's your final battle.
Striking enemies for
Saddens me to hear you act so foolish.
intimidation just to make them less effective. Try to break through the enemy. Honestly, despite all that fire, still only 44 kills. Strategist here just getting into the archers, just keeping them distracted. What shots is that? Poison shot?
Absolutely not.
You belittle yourself with your words.
Poison weapon, yeah. Another single combat. Cavalry down to 39 are eventually moving on in. Over here, another duel is taking place. This guy's got a spear. Actually, looks like a proper spear. Cavalry still flowing around, doing what they can. Ballista firing. Onager, of course, taking that strike. They are going down.
Cry of the forest.
Nice. Ooh. There's his neck. And with that, that is a second general dead. Over here, the cavalry is taking some damage. They're doing what they can.
This time I will have victory. If you fight according to law,
Guardians of Land, 20 men left. Ugh. They're still fighting. A multi-bolt ballista getting right into the back of that Guardian of the Land. Range now getting into them. Full waiver, trying to get them to fully break off.
do not relent.
This guy's horse did die, so he is on foot now.
Avenge my past defeat. I will kill you, if only to shut you up.
Yep, enabled recovery so he can heal.
Cowards. Run!
He's taking a ton of damage.
For China!
Buffs popping in just to try to keep this boy alive.
Fight!
Speaking of keeping alive, just trying to take down the last general now.
Move! Move! You are weak!
Basically, this fight's pretty much won. The Ballista crew is dead. Trying to kill him with the spears. To be honest, I'm not doing the best job at.
Ha! You cannot
Yep,
beat
still
me.
firing.
Do not waste your breath. You will need it.
Yeah, he's running away because he is super low.
Unleash fury!
He's running after my weak boy.
I am so far deeply unimpressed.
I will crush you for this insult.
Yep,
The enemy
there he
just reached
goes.
shore.
He dropped.
Move! Faster!
That here, they're going to just pull out, leave the Zealing infantry to die as they reform the defensive line. Cavalry here is now finally dealing with the Yellow Turban Horsemen.
Move out quickly! You are weak! Move!
Right in the side, but still just no damage really taken against these guys, and this should be the finish off of this Zealing cavalry, to be perfectly honest.
At them! Go, go, go!
Next charge.
Move! Move! Attack!
You still have a nice little initial fight over here.
Hurry! Move!
As you can see, a lot of the infantry not looking the best. All around, to be perfectly honest. The strategist still running around killing. Doing what they can against the galleons of the people. This guardian of the land is still marching fine.
Hurry! Move! The men are out of ammunition.
First one out of ammo, but they are now all targeting the guardians of the land, hoping to kill him.
To battle! Do not relent! Strike! Show them justice!
General going on in. Nice little buff to stats. Maneuvering the out of ammo archers right here into the flank. 52 kills right now. Let's see how they do with the flank strike. Right on in.
Look! The enemy run!
And the next batch, some of this infantry now getting in. Spearing into them. Yep. With that, that infantry has won. Now we have some guardians of the land that we have to deal with. Archers out of ammo, getting on in as well. This is very risky as these guys are both low on health, and galleons of the land can actually do some good damage.
Faster!
Run down the hill.
Run!
And not a proper strike on this side. Yeah,
Closer to
75.
victory. Move out quickly.
75 here as well. Just the enemy are now sandwiched. There's those galleons of people. Those galleons of people are unbreakable. These guardians of the land, which are far more important, are now surrounded. Taking those strikes from both sides, which is going to hurt their penalty pretty badly. And they're going to take a ton of extra damage. Over here, the guardians of the land are being finished off. Which group's going to break first? The general one. Yep. These guardians of the land are all that's left, and they're breaking, and breaking. With that, victory has been achieved. That's right, I just actually got over 100 kills. Look at that. Nope. Kill wise, 139. We got 352, 260, 224. So cavalry overall, very good job. And same with that general. Also, good general, 143. Infantry wise, 191, 168, 120, 176, 118. 109 for the strategist. And really on the range, the only one that did well is that crossbow with 283 kills. The defender side, yeah. Those Guardians of the Land 176. There. I think that's the only one that topped 100 kills, but a few got close. Let's see if we can actually finish the turn this time, though. Alright, hopefully we don't have to go back again.
Celebrate. Our victory was
But we lost a lot there. We did. Execute he. He needs to die. Yeah, it's because of the reinforcing army, to be honest. Retreat.
In excitement, we overreached.
But you know what? We did what we had to. We basically punched them in the fucking throat. Which is what we needed until our second army gets down here and deals with them. Gong Sudu.
Our wrath will be swift and absolute.
Fuck.
Our
Okay.
wrath will be swift.
That's actually a huge issue with Han Sui going to war with us. We're gonna have to pull out of this fucking south. Oh no, Yellow Turban Town.
No mercy.
All plans are coming to pass. For the greater good.
I had 7,000 gold. Hold on, what the fuck happened there? I had 7,000 gold at the start of the turn. Like, genuinely, what happened to my gold? Does not make sense.
Nothing will stop us.
Remain resolute. Channel passions.
Attack!
A fine settlement. We'll take it.
I can't even afford to.
For China. For justice.
Oh. How do I lose this? Have to siege for a turn.
Destroy them.
Who can I have peace with? Just all maybes.
Get this over with.
Another silver. 36. Oh, I can't make that work. No. Almost nothing at all. I need something. Oh, my empire might collapse, to be honest. I'll probably have to get rid of an army or two, which is an issue. I just don't know how I lost everything. Like, I had 7,000 gold from those battles, and I lost 5,000. Like, how does that even work? I don't know where the rest of the money went to. We need the replenishment. I'll need to fully pull out of Guandu's territory, which means Boxy. This motherfucker over here in the corner. Where is he? No. Where's the goddamn old man? Who likes me, by the way. Apparently. No, he hates me. I don't know why it said he liked me.
A waste of time.
Never. Not even if I give you. Fucking Baxi. Minus 41 negative. Why the fuck do you hate me? Genuinely, treat us with our enemies. I don't have any what? The treaties with your enemies are because you declared war on me. War with our friends. Because he declared war on me, I want Matang on my side. I do not want Matang against me, and I think he's going to be.
Not you again.
Assuming I'm not going to be able to do that. No. Oh, this is a pain. Why did you think you could do that? Close victory. I'll just delegate. Yeah, I lost like nothing. Yeah, they killed it. No, fucking everyone
Enemies
dies at
must
this
be
point.
eradicated. They are but soldiers following orders.
I'll crush them next turn. I'm glad these guys went to war in the end. I can just back the fuck off. Let these guys handle it. I wonder. I wish I could give them Boxy. If they take a territory, I might be able to give them Boxy and just fuck off. Motherfucker. This is why you vassalize people, because the only people who stay loyal are those who are forced to be loyal to you. That's how you properly ensure loyalty. Let's see if I lose just a magic shit ton of gold again. Yeah, I did. Oh, nice. I gained the Northern Army. I can't afford the fucking Northern Army.
Move as one.
And get the fuck out of here. Head north.
To arms!
Alright, decisive.
Those who oppose harmony must be crushed. Set them loose. They are no threat.
That's fine.
Punish the traitors!
Get the gold from this.
It is my destiny to succeed.
Yep.
It is rare I show such mercy.
I can't afford to do anything but show mercenary.
To duty!
I need that.
Show them heat! To arms! Fight with utter belief, and you will be undefeatable! Free the prisoners! Onward, ever higher. On the march!
Alright.
Unfurl fury!
How much does
War is
raising
a
it give
means
me?
to an end. Kill them all.
I can't sack and withdraw. Let's loot and occupy.
We will be repaid.
Alright. I need to choose the right one here, because I think I have a way to fix this. Is this the one that gives me quartz? Alright. Quartz equipped. Start going to territories that I can get the court in. What's going on? Oh, I can have another administrator. I have no one else to fill in that slot. Just make her a monster. Alright. Who can I force to give me money? My only friend.
Greetings.
Oh, I know how much he has. I want 2,500. I can do more. Let's do 3K. No, let's do 3,500. See.
Do not try this often.
I fucking will. Alright. That was needed. Convert. I get bow highs up without going negative. No.
Get this over with.
I don't need too much.
An
That
offer
works.
pregnant with future promise.
Thank you. That'll give me enough to survive.
To arms. Ready for a hard march. Let treasonous hearts tremble at my return.
I can win that fight. And then return. Next turn. Let's see if this starts to fix my issues. If it doesn't, I genuinely do not know how I'm going to win.
Things are in harmony.
Yeah. Go ahead, Liu Bei.
Set this sail.
You go kill Guandu. 100%. If I figured he would push. Luchong, you go. Take Ba, take Boxy, dude. I will give those territories to you. I do not give a shit. You can have south of that mountain. Han Sui still hasn't. As long as Han Sui doesn't make his move yet, I'm happy.
Take this in the spirit it is offered.
Yeah,
Your
100%,
acceptance gives
friend.
us joy.
You are literally one of my few fucking allies in this world. I have to. I have to side with you over anyone. Oh my god, there's a corner stack. Why are you thinking you can win this? But you know what it does do? Is it possibly stops me from making that attack.
To action!
I don't know why you thought you could do that. I mean, they kill a lot. Don't get me wrong.
I am not without mercy.
Alright, I have 6,000 gold. 6,000 gold, let's see what I lose. Yeah, it looks like it counts it from the end.
To war!
I will not do this.
You need to
Not
go.
possible.
Navigate these mountain passes.
On the march.
Next turn strike and finish off this faction. Yeah, they're at war with them now. I need to send this army this way. I need to deal with Han Sui's faction.
Towards victory!
Restore authority.
Let's see if I can abandon this territory. Probably shouldn't have left that, but hey.
Attack the devils!
Yep. I need to crush both of them and keep moving.
Now they will fear my name!
2,000 kills. Lu Bu just always fucking saving my ass. Lu Bu is the greatest hero of all time. Fuck you. Everyone dies. Everyone fucking dies. I don't give a fucking shit anymore.
To restore order! Mercy is a weakness. Purge doubt.
They're healing in that territory, so I'll have to deal with them.
Harden your hearts. Those who do not bend to authority will break upon it. For China. Towards destiny.
Crushing defeat. Really? Don't make me have to fight this. Why are all these captains? I feel like that's bugged. Alright, I'm gonna have to fight that in a second. I'm gonna have to turn it around. I'm gonna only have 2 armies to basically strike the north.
Restore harmony.
For China! Authority has been restored. Release them.
Alright. Alright. Blue leveled up. Blue leveled up. Give him fucking Sky Scorcher.
To duty! Make me proud! Victory was always assured. With me! Servants, my saber! The unsuspecting devils will be undone.
Alright. Gonna have to go for this fight.
Your cause is just and noble.
I don't know why it says we lose this. I genuinely don't, but we'll find out together. I don't even know if this fight's going to be worth it. If it's not, you're not going to see it. If it is actually a close fight, because apparently these are all captains, yeah, maybe we will. Alright. Honestly, I do not know how I lose this fight. They say a bunch of these are captains, but the captains don't provide enough for us to win. This is, yeah, it's starting to irritate me. I'll be honest, I don't know how to fix this. So we're just going to try to keep going until something breaks. The corruption or me. But pretty standard formation. We're going to use this river as an advantage to slow them down so we can shoot the shit out of them. And this one beautiful small unit of spear infantry is going to be the bait. Flank G infantry captain. Spear infantry. We got some saber infantry. Pretty solid infantry. Honestly. Saber infantry is good. I prefer my Jian Though I think the saber infantry actually do. Yeah, they have a higher charge bonus by significant. They also have a far higher melee attack rate,
Double time.
better evasion, better range block chance. Actually, a lot more health.
Quickly.
Actually, saber infantry are better than Gian. Interesting. Gian are just a. Well, that might be just because of the captain. But yep, fire arrows coming on in and strikes like that. Cavalry's going to flow around the left-hand side just to break everything down. Well, the infantry just ends up being an unmovable wall. Throwing down those smoke screens to stop the firing. But actually a pretty good volley into there. Killed quite a few. Next batch. To be honest, these being captains and not regular Yellow Turban Warriors actually makes the fight a lot easier. Because Yellow Turban Warriors have... They just got blown through. Yellow Turban Warriors actually have grenades, which can be very dangerous. But yep, the archers are just lighting up the enemy. Kill-wise, this is not going to look too impressive just because the infantry is so down on the dust. There's no way they're actually going to do any real damage. Cavalry in the back lines. Saber cavalry in the center.
Enemy warriors are running.
Yeah. Enemies routed super easily.
Run. Fight.
Oh, Stardy at 50 kills. Nice, already at 60. Doing very well for the cavalry. Rest of the cavalry not so much because of how damaged they are. But honestly, these range strikes are actually doing what they're supposed to do. Ripping the enemy down very easily.
Show no mercy.
82.
Look, the enemy run.
Try that.
Now, of course, the dangers are the generals. Let's see if we can do some damage to Zhuo. But with this, pretty much we've won the infantry fight. With pretty much minimal casualties, to be honest. Because these range shots are brutal.
Ammunition.
And just a rear charge with the shock cav. Even with being slowed down, right into the back. Should do a bit of damage. Enough to shatter both of them. Yep. Li Ji is forced to pull away, and that is a full rout. With that, victory is secured with, honestly, incredibly minor. There's no way this was a crushing defeat. I need to know what the AI did, because unless I sent them in one at a time to get surrounded, I can't imagine this being a crushing defeat. But kill-wise, as I said, nothing too impressive. We got a 92 there, but that's just because the enemy had almost no men. There's actually a decent amount of the enemy that has 0 kills. With that, let's get back on, finish out the episode, and be done with it, to be honest, at this point. Alright. Yeah. Yeah. Crush and defeat. Crush and defeat.
Release them.
Worst part is those fuckers got away. And now they can attack next turn. Alright. I'm going to need to send him back.
Cannot burn indefinitely.
Which does suck. Do I let it run a turn?
All as one.
I don't think so, because I'm not insane. I need
Exhaustion
an army
needles the
there. I actually want both armies here and basically just crush up here and flow left. Because to be honest, I think Dongbei, I think my daughter is pretty good at holding that. And to be honest, securing the west would be nice. If I slaughtered them, honestly, it took no damage. They took a ton of damage.
Only Dong Zhuo has the strength to
Alright.
rule.
Oh, she got you on wrong. Kong wrong. Why do you hate me so intensely?
Speak quickly.
Oh, because I did slaughter a lot of people. Yep, that is fair. I figured out why people hate me, at the very least. I like to kill people, in the game, of course, and they don't appreciate it as much. I do want to let the turn run, see if these reductions in corruption actually help, or if it's just not doing anything. Because if it's not doing anything, I don't know if I could be bothered. Because it's just gonna kill my game, like just losing. Fuck! Oh, that's actually a huge issue. Fuck you, Montang. Alright. Well, buddy, you had an army right there. Why would you do this to me, man? I'm gonna have to crush that army, then I can move up. Okay, that motherfucker still hasn't moved down yet. As long as he doesn't move down, I'm happy.
We will be
No! Why are you declaring your independence, you motherfucker? Why would you do this? Fucking idiot. Yeah. I'm now losing 5,000 gold. I've lost the game. I think this is the end of the campaign. I'm not going to be able to fight the corruption. The corruption is just going to bankrupt me. That's it. That's just going to be it. Like, fuck me, man. Now it's 0 gold. Yeah, it's... Fuck me, man. Dude, it just doesn't do anything. Like, I can't actually fight the corruption. That is actually a stupid-ass game mechanic. The idea of corruption's nice. You know, big empire, I get what they're going for with that. But what's retarded about it is I have a bunch of anti-corruption. I do. I have a bunch of anti-corruption, a bunch of anti uh, for farming, but I went from positive like 15 food to negative 60. I cannot recover this. This is fuck it. I have to end the campaign. I'm not going to be able to do anything. My economy just won't fucking upturn ever. I would have to delete multiple armies to even just get it to upturn. I'm going to test it out at the end. See what I have to do to just actually do it. I don't know if I can win. I'm just going to suicide the armies.
Leave no prisoners.
I could actually win the fight if I wanted to.
This disgrace will not easily be forgotten.
Yeah, I could have easily won that.
Retreat.
This will be the first army I disband. This is probably the most expensive army. If I disband Dongzhou's army,
China's trauma begs harsh cures.
How may we aid each other, my lord? Be welcome and speak.
I don't even know how to disband an army. Yeah,
It is our time to be heard.
yeah, fuck you.
Heaven guided our weapons. Without delay.
No mercy.
I'm not going to be able to reach him, I don't think.
Stoke passions and strike! This cannot be. To arms!
I can reach him.
Order has been restored.
So that's 2 battles. 2 battles against pretty strong forces.
Free the prisoners.
Not out of the negatives. I just physically will not be unable to. Yeah, it doesn't help. These court buildings do not actually help. And it would be one thing if it was a gradual increase to the point that I couldn't sustain it. But the fact that I literally went from positive like 4 to 5,000 a turn to negative 4,000. Like I lost 8,000 gold without anything really changing is what gets me. It's just how completely,
Order.
how specifically this went
In the name of China.
that I just can't afford it.
Unleash fury.
Just have to do this. Yep.
Fight with utter belief, and you will be undefeatable.
Let it occupy.
My passion burns brighter.
Sure. Get that faction satisfaction up.
Unfurl fury. Show fury.
How do you say I lose that? Just genuinely. Fuck me, man. I just don't get this game sometimes. This is it. This is gonna be the last.
Continue would
This is the end of the campaign. It's a loss. I can't afford it. I have a ton of corruption reduction going on. I've done a lot of things to reduce corruption, and this game still says go fuck yourself. I can't see how much corruption I have. I'm losing 80 from corruption. If I wasn't losing 80, I would be positive there. How much am I losing from corruption here? Well, it doesn't tell me. But I've gone basically from a positive. I came from a prosperous empire to collapse. So that's the end. I am not going to be emperor, sadly. I'm just not going to fight this. I'm not going to fight the fact that I am losing 80 food to corruption. I'm losing a shit ton of gold to corruption. I actually have corruption fighting buildings, and I've had corruption fighting buildings this whole time. And it went from one turn, positive money, significantly positive money, to negative 5,000. I just can't do it. It's just physically impossible in this. And it's stupid. Genuinely just stupid. So that's where I end it. I know it's disappointing, but it's probably Three Kingdoms is one of my favorite campaigns, but this is probably the dumbest mechanics of all time. This corruption, how they handled corruption, is actually stupid. The fact that they have corruption is smart. I love the idea behind corruption. I love it. But the way they implement it is the absolute stupidest way I've ever seen. And anyone who wants to argue with me in the comments, no, it is a dumb method. I actually looked it up and saw how they actually calculate corruption. It is fucking retarded. Genuinely brain dead. As brain dead as some of the AI. But genuinely, that's the truth of it. Well, we'll just have to go to another campaign from here. I'm just not going to be able to continue this. Bye for now.